gotta get something. Hold on. Hold on, I gotta get something. I forgot a box. Like dummy. I'm here, I'm here. I don't know if you can hear me. We're going live and we're getting crazy and down and dirty. And no, we're not actually doing any of that stuff. I don't know why I said that. But we are nonetheless live on the YouTube. I almost said the Facebook. So decided to go live for this. Just wanted to be impromptu, just using my phone. Hope I framed it up good. I cannot see any of your comments right now, but I guess I could probably log into YouTube over here, and I guess we could go that way with it. So let's see here. Live. See if anybody's watching. Okay. There we go. I can sort of see myself. So we're on live. So I want to talk about a couple of things. We recently reached out to WGS speakers and asked them if we could try out some of their speakers, and told them that we would do a review on the channel, and they were kind enough to send us some speakers that are similar to some of the English-made speakers that we have on hand, and we are getting ready to unbox them. I have them here in the boxes. I wanted to talk about the video that we're going to do with WGS. So basically I have one of them still on the mic stand, but I have 4 of my SM57s here that I have labeled. Let's see if I can make it so you can see that. A, B, C, D, and E. And the purpose of that was to try to find 2 microphones that sounded super similar. I don't know if you may not be aware of this, but 57s sound pretty similar from 57 to 57. They're pretty consistent, but they're, are usually ones that sound a little different, and that could probably be any number of things that may not have anything to do with Shure's manufacturing, and it may have everything to do with that some of the ones that we have are a little older, some of the ones that we have are a little newer. I actually think we also have one Chinese one that maybe I picked up on Craigslist, or somebody picked up on Craigslist, because it sounds real different, but for the most part, they all sound real similar. One's a little brighter, one's a little darker, and 2 are pretty dang close. So first of all, for the speaker shootout, since we're going to be comparing a WGS speaker to a more English-made speaker, I wanted to make sure that the 2 57s that I had were as close in frequency response as they possibly could be. That way, I could try to minimize differences as much as possible. So that's the first thing. In this video, we're going to do that. We're going to try to use 2 57s that sound the same, and then we're going to take a speaker from WGS and speakers from Celestion. I don't know why I keep saying English-made speaker like I can't, talk about it or something. Like I can't say Celestion, like nobody knows what I'm talking about. No reason to be cloak and dagger about it there, Matt. But anyways, yeah. We're going to do that. I'm going to post this on Facebook while I'm talking, so I don't know, it's hard for me to do. Unboxing some WGS, let's see, speakers live on the YouTube. There we go. Unboxing, there we go. Posted it. There we go. Alright, so without further ado, I guess I'll go ahead and I'm gonna, I know this is maybe not the most proper way to unbox a speaker. I've got my copper knife that I grabbed out of the kitchen, so I'm going to open them up and we're going to talk about what I got. And we're going to talk about the cabs that we're going to use for the shootout. So Goldman is en route to the studio. He's somewhere in the mountains, and yeah, he's on his way. So we got some speakers here. First one, first speaker. Smells like fresh pine. I don't know if it's supposed to, but it does. Alright, so speaker number 1. speaker number 1 for us to review and demo is a WGS Black Hawk. So this is a 50-watt speaker. It's an Alnico speaker, and it is it's going to be like the it's going to be comparable to the Alnico Gold. So we're going to put that one actually in the Dr. Z cab with the Gold. The Dr. Z cab has a Alnico Blue and an Alnico Gold in it, and we're going to put both of the Black Hawk and the Gold will be in the cab. Let's just get rid of that. And oh, look at this thing. It's just sitting here. Woo! All right. Enough fooling around. So we're going to put both the Gold and the Black in the Dr. Z cab and shoot them out. Since they're since they're both 50 watts and they're both Alnico speakers. And we'll try that, I guess, maybe with the Dr. Z amp. Okay, this one's cool. This one comes with, this one has gasketing material inside of it. So there we've got that. The other one did not, unless I just overlooked it. No, don't see any gasketing material in that one. So, all right, speaker number 2 is, these are all boxed wonderfully, by the way. They've got this little ring in the bottom to steady the magnet, and it sets inside another little keeper box. They're all double boxed. Speaker number 2 is the Veteran 30. I'll hold that up. There we go. Ah, man, they smell wonderful. The thing about WGS is cool is that a lot of people say that when you get them, they don't sound like a brand new speaker. A lot of guys will talk about a brand new speaker sounds. I'm gonna lower this a little bit. That's driving me crazy. How much room there's above my head. I know it's just an iPhone shot, but still, you can see the top of my melon. Okay, that wasn't much better, but whatever. All right, yeah. So people talk about the WGS speakers sounding like they're already broke in. If you're not familiar with that, a lot of times when you get a new speaker, there's a burn-in period or a new period where you've got to kind of get it broke in a little bit. And these supposedly are not going to sound that way. All right. Speaker number 3. Oh, we'll be shooting the Veteran 30 out against, obviously, a Vintage 30. That's what it's supposed to be similar to. All right. Speaker number 3. These are in there tight. We also get to keep these, so that's super cool. WGS to give us the speakers. They asked for nothing in return other than to put the content out and talk about our opinions about them. We don't have any we don't have to say anything specific about them. We're not under any clause. They're not paying us, but we did get to keep the speakers. So we do get to keep the speakers, but we get to give our honest opinion about the WGS speakers. All right, this next one. Did a less than stellar job of taking it out of the packaging. This next one is a Retro 30. We got a Retro 30. Oh yeah, look at that. Hold it up there. Retro 30. So that's cool. A little different color on the back. The metal is silver. I guess that's cool. Let's see if I can get this back in the box a little better so we're ready to mount it in a cab. So our main Ampeg cab, you've probably heard me talk about this if you've watched the channel at all. Our main Ampeg cab is for 1970 something ish, and it's got a pair of vintage 30s and a pair of G12H 30s, and they're in an X pattern. Vintage 30s, G12H 30s, and we use that cab a lot for a lot of the the rock stuff that I've done recently, I unboxing speakers. What? For a lot of the rock stuff that I've done recently, I'll end up micing the G12H30 with a ribbon mic and the Vintage 30 with a 57, and yeah, blend those two together. Usually lean towards the 57 and then blend the ribbon in. So both of those will be going in the Ampeg cab, and we'll be doing a comparison with the speakers that we already have in the Ampeg cab, which are a G12H30 and a Vintage 30. So, all right, we got one more here. Get rid of that. All right, one Moss speaker. Yeah, so I think the Retro 30 is supposed to be I think it's supposed to be a G12H30. And then we have got a this one's a different color too. How exciting. We have got a, hold that up, Green Beret. A Green Beret. I'm excited about this because the Green Beret is supposed to be sort of like a Celestion greenback, and we have a Marshall cab from the mid-70s that has a pair of I call them blackbacks. They do have the blackback. I think they're basically the same thing as a greenback. I don't actually know. Goldman says they are. I think that might be true, so I've never actually looked it up. But it's got reissued greenbacks, and it's got original from the 70s blackbacks in there. And so we're going to put this Green Beret in that cab and test it against the greenback and the blackback. So see what we think. So it should be a pretty good. It should be a pretty good video. It should be a lengthy one if we do all four together. I've got to. I guess I've got to go take some cabs apart and mount some speakers so that we can film this shootout later tonight. So now we got to pick up some boxes, but that's what we're doing. So again, thank you to WGS Warehouse Guitar Speakers, Paducah, Kentucky, I think. Assembled in the USA. Very thankful for the opportunity to be able to not only try their stuff out, but then to get to keep it. So that should be cool. So I guess we got a bunch of extra speakers sitting around now after we take these out and change these out and try these in the other cabs. So that'll be a ton of fun to get to have some extras on hand and to get to do the test and see what we've got. So anyways, be having that in a couple of days up on the channel, maybe early next week if I get ambitious over the weekend. But that's what we're doing. So thanks for watching this super boring video of a guy cutting open boxes and holding up speakers to an iPhone. So, all right, we'll talk to you later. How the heck you stop this thing? I don't even know. You just hit the X? What do you do? Somebody that's watching this, tell me how to stop!